Welcome back to the Big Back Brothers podcast. I'm your host at the one and only, here with my co-host,
B3IVO.
and today we're back at it again with another reaction to episode 5 of season 1 of TLC's hit show, The Thousand Pound Sisters. We are
Yes.
two Big Back Brothers reacting to the two Big Back Sisters of TLC's hit show, Thousand Pound Sisters.
I love that.
Yes.
Big Back Sisters. Oh,
But before we get into all that, because there's a lot to go over this episode,
yes, there is.
we want to know. Tell us, how's the weight loss going?
Well, I weighed myself 3 days ago. And to my surprise, it still beeped air. I was like, dang it. I don't know what to do. I was like, dang. So I decided, Sunday night, I'm going to do the carnivore diet. Like, as strict as possible. Which is not too strict, but strict enough. And Monday, I bought my groceries. Monday was the last day that I ate what I had at home. But then I started Tuesday, my first carnivore meal, and it was the only thing I ate Tuesday. Only thing I ate was 2 hamburger patties, 5 eggs, and about a half a pound of bacon.
So what's your goal with the carnivore diet?
So my
what
plan
sets it apart from what you've been doing since we've started?
Well, first of all, I ate Tuesday, and I counted the calories. I got my Fitbit app. You can put your calories, and I ate. It was 12, 14, 12 something calories in one day, and I was full. What I want to know is, how have you been doing?
Overall, probably 3 out of 10. No,
3 out of 10.
Yeah.
We're not rating the episode yet.
No, I'm rating the weight loss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty much I have a knee injury, so I just have been having to ice my knee. You guys, I went walking one night and I was on TikTok live, and I really pushed myself that night, and I might have pulled something. So I've had X-rays done. Nothing's broken. I've been seeing my doctor. She's got me on some anti-inflammatory stuff, and I just had an appointment yesterday.
Hmm?
I see an orthopedist like in 2 weeks, so I'm probably gonna do some physical therapy and then go see what the ortho says. If he thinks I need an MRI, I'll get an MRI. But I'm trying to eat better, but I haven't weighed myself. Last time I weighed myself, I was back at where I started. So
Yeah.
568. Whenever I wasn't having like the pain in my knee or whatever, I really took advantage of just let me eat whatever, or let me not work out today, or let me not take it seriously for this next 3 weeks.
Let me push it a little bit more.
And it's like when you can't get up, I couldn't, I was at work one day and I had to hold on to my desk and the wall to stabilize myself. I'm excited for Babel, for my brothers, and for myself. Although it may be hard, and for me personally, I'm going through some pain. I gotta fight through it, and we just gotta continue. And I want to get on the carnivore diet too. When Babel said he started it, makes me want to start it. So.
And it's pretty simple. If you want to go basic, just buy meat, cook it, salt it, and whatever. But other than that, we're doing great, and
we're hanging in there.
Now,
to it. The first topic of the episode, Tammy has an online boo thing. It sounds very similar to someone that I know.
Jade I met online, but recently it's getting more intimate.
How do you know he's legit? What if that's a fake picture?
The you mean by that?
Have you video chatted yet?
No, not yet.
Do you want to?
Yeah, but I'm a little scared he won't actually like what he sees.
All your pictures are...
Yeah, but that's just face.
That's true.
I was triggered by Amy and her little questions to her sister. I understand a sibling to be concerned for another sibling, but have you seen the picture? She was like, That's a fake picture. Oh, is he catfishing you? Let's see. What was another thing she said? Have y'all FaceTimed? Have y'all face chatted? Um, and then Amy, I'm sorry, I'm going with the whole hand thing. Amy goes off and says, you need to be working on your weight loss and not looking at the man. Something along those lines. I was like, girl, please. I was like, why can't Tammy work on her weight loss and try to find someone? I understand Tammy because I've been through this. I've been through the questioning of, is she real? Is it a catfish? Is it a robot?
No.
I mean, she's trying to take money from me. I was like, what money? My bank account says zero on it. And so I got triggered. I ain't gonna lie, I got triggered. But want to know what's the most hypocritical about this? Is that I'm not the first person in this room, in my family, that's had a relationship online or that started online.
But I didn't want to happen. It was what happened to me that happened to you. So first of all, let's start there.
Okay, well then, all right.
I got hoodwinked.
Hoodwinked? What's hoodwinked?
I got bamboozled.
Oh, I understand bamboozled.
No, okay, so how did your girl hit you up?
She hit me up on Instagram.
Okay, so this is why I was having flashbacks, you guys. Stay with me here. So pretty much, long story short, someone slid in my DMs. I was in a relationship online for over a year, like 15 months for being exact, and I was in love. Like, I was sending money to this person. You know what I mean?
No.
They take advantage of you because you're like vulnerable, or you're in love for the first time, or someone finally accepts you for
This guy here bought this dude online a new phone, a brand new phone, while he's sitting on a trash phone. I mean, I understand, your first relationship, first time, whatever. But man, be smart with your money.
No, hold on.
I mean, that's one thing you got. That's one thing you got to guard above everything else is your money.
I had the rose-colored glasses on, and what I don't want that to happen to you.
I mean, it's not going to happen to me because number one, I've had relationships before and in person. That's key number one. Number two is that I've been heartbroken enough that, I mean, my heart is not out there to be picked like a freaking cherry. You're going to have to work to get this, what I call potato, dug in the ground.
I'm not stupid anymore. So if I'm talking to someone, I know how to pick the right ones. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So relationship is relationship. Online, offline is great. Let's jump back into the relationship between a sister and a sister. Family relationships, the dynamics, they're always great. I don't know what it's like to have two sisters. Thank goodness. Thank God. I only have one. But these two sisters. So the big question was in this episode is if one sister got accepted, would the other sister not get accepted to get bariatric surgery? Would the one continue or would the one stay behind?
The other day, Amy told me if she gets approved and I don't, she was going to have surgery without me. It really did hurt my feelings. But we haven't really talked about it anymore because there's really no point. Amy's going to do what she wants to do, so I'm going to keep focusing on myself.
I mean, I'm sure I would be sad that I didn't make it for you, but I would still push you forward. And with that being said, she pushed forward. They pushed forward in the relationship as sisters and as a family. And she put her differences aside and decided, you know what? It's what it is. And they decided, let's plan this wedding. Because one of the big things that they had talked about was before the next weigh-in, before a surgery and things, she wanted to have a quote-unquote real wedding.
I can't believe the day is finally here. I am sad about one thing, and that's my mom not being here. But this is about me starting a new life with my husband, and I want to be at all of my baby's weddings.
You look like a princess.
Today's my wedding. Yes.
I mean, for your mom not to be there I know they've been together. I know they've been together for a long time. They got married in the court, whatever. But still, when you decide to do this, like out in the open, full dress, full ensemble, the whole 9 yards, you would expect to someone show up, and I know she felt bad for it.
Mama Slayton, I'm talking to you, is giving jealousy vibes.
Yeah.
There's no way a mother wouldn't show up to her daughter's wedding unless she was a little bit jealous.
And then
She got one too.
seeing Little Bit walking up that aisle with
Oh,
that
yeah.
ring.
It was cute.
And
It
so
was cute.
I mean, it was
It was heartwarming.
yeah, it was.
Last time I was here, I was 600 pounds. And I need to get down to 550 so I can get approved for the surgery. It feels like my heart is about to beat out of my chest. My palms are starting to sweat, my knees are starting to shake. Just scared.
She did lose weight. Let's make it clear. But she did not lose enough weight. You know, I got to give her props for what she did do. But she did not do enough to qualify for the surgery.
I mean, like, at what weight can you get approved for?
Yeah, and that was the question we had a couple of episodes back when I had asked you. So all you had to do is be at 550 to lose weight, because that's what she had to be at, Tammy, to lose weight. And if that's the case, Amy was already below that. Why couldn't she just go ahead and have the surgery? So I mean, that's to me, it's a question. I mean, and I'm not sure.
I wasn't surprised. I'll say that.
I can talk a lot of spit on Tammy, you know, because I work out, I do what I do, hit the bag, squats. You can just look at my last TikTok. There's exercises you can do sitting down in the chair, on your bed, stuff that for those that have what is called been sedentary for a really long time. You know, they have exercises for people like us and like them.
A lot of it is mental,
Mhm.
psychological. I think for Tammy, I think she deals with that a lot more than Amy does. Not saying Amy don't, but I feel like that plays a big part for her journey as well. That's why I'm kind of hopeful that maybe this, you know, online boost she got going can maybe, you know, motivate her.
Yeah, propel her in the right
Yeah,
direction.
so, you know, you want to look good for someone. You want to, you know.
Yeah, and that was the episode. We ended up on that. You know, Amy got approved and Tammy didn't.
And also, Amy's now officially had her wedding, and Tammy's got a boo. All right, babe. Well, to wrap things up, what do you give this rating for this episode?
So on this rating, it hit.
How many big backs?
So on this episode, it hit all the key moments. It made me upset. It made me mad. It made me happy. Everything, the victory, the loss. It had everything all the way across. So on this one, I'm gonna give it 8.5 big backs out of 10 on the rating for this episode.
Okay. Aren't you gonna ask me now?
I know you. You're probably gonna give it like a 4 backs. How many
No.
backs are you gonna give it?
You know what? This episode has probably been my favorite episode, just because, like, the wedding and, you know, Tammy finding someone online. I feel like it's just more intriguing, and I want to know what's gonna happen next. What's gonna happen with Amy and her surgery? So this episode, I'm gonna give it a 9.1 out of 10. Big
A 9.1. That's
Yeah,
a
it was a good
pretty
one.
big back rating.
Yeah.
But that's what we have today for today's episode.
Yeah, you guys.
If you have any questions, any comments, you know it's down here. You know where to go. But like, subscribe, and comment on this video, and let us know what do you want to know about the Big Back Brothers. You know, we'll try to be as transparent as possible. But as always, stay tuned to the next episode of the Big Back Brothers. Peace out.
Peace out.
Love, peace, and chicken grease.